All right, opening statement, coach, following today's road victory.
I was happy with the win. I don't think we played the greatest, so be able to go on the road against a team like JMU with the history that JMU has, not play well and come back with a win is a good step for our program. So we got a long trip home tonight, and then we have another big one on Saturday.
Coach, I got to know what that halftime speech was.
It really wasn't anything. The thing about this team is they're very determined. I think that the halftime speech was probably done by our players before I even got in there. They had determination in their eyes coming out in the second half, and they got it done pretty quickly, and they never looked back.
Yeah, that 17-2 run kind of speaks to that. Did you, I guess, with having those fresh legs all the time in the fourth quarter, you guys have proven that you can outrun these teams down the stretch. Did you kind of feel that tonight?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm still not pleased with the finish. We got to practice and we got to work and we got to get through some stuff because, I don't know what our largest lead was 18, and it's a whole different game if you come away with an 18-point win at JMU. And that's just me being a coach, right? And looking at what we're leaving on the table. So we got to do a better job of finishing games. But JMU is a really, really, really good team. And so hats off to them, hats off to their coaching staff. And unfortunately, we got to play them again on next Saturday. So quick turnaround. Got to take care of business between now and then.
I think I'm good.
Coach, first year at the Realm here at Marshall. How does it feel as coach to be able to lead this program now, tying it as the best start to conference play in program history at 8-0?
We're just trying to do it game by game, one game at a time. And so you don't really look at the games behind you, and you don't really look at how many games you have left. You look at, all right, we have Georgia Southern next. But I do think any accomplishment that we have is just a testament to the players I have on this team and how tough they are, how relentless they are, how much they want to play hard for each other.
Then also the team struggled from the free throw line, kind of struggled with scoring down the stretch. How do you go about adjusting and kind of fixing that problem going into Georgia Southern this weekend?
I think it's a fine line. You talk about it too much, and they read about it on the internet, and I bark at them, and then they get in their head and they go up there and they're trying not to miss. And so we're just going to have to put a lot of reps in and make sure people have the confidence going into the games to hit those shots. And thankfully, it hasn't cost us a game yet, but it will if we keep shooting this way.
Tell us about that series right at the end of the first half. You score 5 points in 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, that our team did a really good job. My staff did a really good job. I had nothing to do with that. But I could hear my staff, Coach Jenna Burdette, on the baseline or on the sideline, just yelling at them, putting them in spots. And that was a big momentum swing for us.
Coach, I know that you've talked about this a couple of times before, especially on the road against a team that's been a perennial power that's just winning games at home and not used to losing. As far as the chemistry, when you get down 11 in the first quarter, it's easy for people to go individualistic, but it kind of shows the character of this team even more every single game because it seems like they bond tighter whenever they get down like that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very determined. And if there's anything that our rough preseason taught us is that we can come back from just about anything. And so there were lessons in those rough games and there was lessons in those lows that we had.